Yugi Boomers, rejoice as Master Duel has decided to give us an event. And well, I I completed it in the 3 duels. So yeah, I had decided to do the event, and I thought I'd showcase my duels and the deck I used. Alright, as in my last video, I mentioned I'm doing a Relinquished challenge, and well, that has not changed. That has not changed at all. So we are running a very Relinquished heavy deck for this format, and it's kind of worked in my favor. So we're doing the 3,000 Eyes Idols just so we can get not only Relinquish out, we can get the Metamorphosis, and we have the 1,000 Eyes Restrict. I'm running a copy of Polymerization in case I don't draw the 2 Metamorphosis. We obviously have the 3 Black Illusion Rituals. We have Mystic Tomato to not only get itself out, 1,000 Eyes, Manju. You could probably run Sonic Bird and Senju, but this worked fine for me. The 3 Thunder Dragons, and then obviously you gotta run some Chaos. I would maybe up this to 2 because you're running a very much like cards that kind of facilitate themselves really quickly, so it wouldn't be too bad of an idea to run 2. Mobius, because I had it on hand. Lava Golem, because I had it from the original deck, and I think it's funny. It did not come up once, though, sadly. And then, it's weird to see, but we do have, like, Pot of Greed here within Master Duel. Not only that, Metamorphosis is also here in Master Duel, and that feels weird to me. So outside of that, we got, the obvious staples from 2004. Swords of Brilliant Light, Fissure, Change of Hearts. Fusion Stage was just because I wanted something to kind of get poly in my hand. Crossout, Mage Power, which did come in handy in a few of these duels. Dust Tornado, Ring of Destruction, Torrential Tribute, Divine Wrath, because I think it's fun. It's a normal, and honestly, it's a pretty good tech card for this format, and I would highly recommend it. And then obviously a copy of Call of the Haunted. So yeah, that is the current deck I built. I used a lot of my gems, and I crafted a lot of cards and deconstructed a lot of cards for this format, just to do 3 duels. But that being said, let's move on to the duels. Alright, so in this first duel, my opponent is running the Loner deck that we give out for this event. I start first, obviously summoning up my Manju, bringing in another Relinquish. Doesn't hurt to have 2. Activate Thunder Dragon. Go ahead and grab 2 of those. 2004 staple. And my turn. Because, it's a slow game. I don't need to worry about it. And I got to discard a Thunder Dragon. I'm no worries. Scapegoat. While annoying, very dealable. Also, very good Metamorphosis target for 1,000 Eyes Restrict. I went and top decked myself a Nobleman Crossout, went ahead and played it, and hit their Magician of Faith. I wasn't running any, just because I didn't have space in the deck, in my opinion, so lucky for me. They were able to actually Metamorphosis themselves out a 1,000 Eyes Restrict, grabbing my Manju, and was able to hit him for 14. Fair. So luckily for us, we were able to, not only that, we had the opportunity to not only get Relinquish, but 1,000 Eyes Restrict just in this hand alone, which I think is lovely. Went ahead and used the effect, grabbing the 1,000 Eyes Restrict. It may be 0. I did attack in because I was like, I'm not sure how that works in this format. I kind of forget. I know in early Yu-Gi-Oh! I think attacking a 0 defense monster would do something. So, once the dragon comes in, attacks, we obviously are fine, and they thankfully give us a bigger body for next turn. I'm happy for that. We got ourselves a second 1,000 Eyes Idol. I did go ahead and set it down in defense, just so like if we come across Chaos Sork, I wanted to have something in the graveyard for it. I'm gonna cross out. Luckily, it was just the 1, so. Go ahead and draw. We got ourselves a Dust Tornado. Nothing fancy. It's mostly just like a very slow game, thanks to Scapegoat. They summon out Tribe Infecting Virus, which will destroy the Relinquish, sadly. but that's okay. We do have an out. Obviously, we draw. Summon the Manju. Go ahead and grab ourselves a nice Black Illusion Ritual. Go ahead and go Poly using our 2 monsters. So we do run Metamorphosis, but it's nice to have kind of like the fusion just ready for us. As, I mean, it's a 1-of copy. I'm surprised I top decked it. Yeah, sadly, due to Thousand Eyes Restrict, we can only attack with it. So that's the kind of downfall of having it. We did top deck here Mage Power, which admittedly not the best card, but I think it's fun because it's such a interesting like equip card. I know equip cards aren't exactly the most useful things, but I think it comes in handy. Yeah, we're looking pretty good right now. We're gonna go ahead and set all 3, making it 41, smacking in. Leaving them with 2,000. They don't really have much else to do. I mean, they can't attack. They can't... Yeah, so they went ahead and forfeited, and I don't blame them. It was a good match. That was our first round. Alright, on to the second match of the event. I didn't check which deck this was. Sorry in advance. I did go ahead and go first. Didn't really draw anything needed, but since we're playing kind of a slow format, I wasn't too worried, because we do have a very killer's row of hand here. They set 4, which is very ominous in early Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you never know what they have. But luckily, also weirdly they played Solomon's Law Book to skip their own standby phase, and I'm not really sure why they did that. I'm not really sure the reasoning. But that's fine. We have plenty of ways to deal with everything. Change of Heart into that. Enemy Controller, which was a weird pick for the time. I don't know if they're expecting me just to attack in for 13, but we went ahead and attacked in for 24 instead, so you get what you can. So yeah, we are off to a very good start. I think it comes in handy that I've played a lot of this kind of era of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I really enjoy this era of Yu-Gi-Oh! So yeah, let's go ahead and play the Manju, grabbing ourselves a Black Illusion Ritual. We could do Relinquished into this. Into the Lord of Deed, but I don't know. I thought maybe if we got a better target, it would be a lot, it would be the better choice in the long run to get a better target than it would be to just have it. And they went ahead and forfeited. It was a very quick duel. Admittedly, this deck can go kind of hard. It's not the best, but when it gets started and gets going, it's pretty good. And finally, we are at the 3rd duel of the event, the final of the 3. This deck I would best describe I'm fighting here is a kind of Yugi Boomers kind of dream deck, kind of feels like. They're running kind of a mixture of like Red Eyes and Seven Skull for that kind of fusion. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it's their choice. I'm not going to judge them. We're going to go ahead and get our Relinquished going, because Relinquished can target face down monsters. Which is good for us. Go ahead and target it. It was a tribe infecting virus. Mage Power to kind of boost Relinquish. It's so that like if they have a monster that kind of gets so in my first game that I'm not showing here because the deck was not finished yet and I did lose, which is on me. My Relinquish got like completely taken over. So yeah, does get rid of our face down. And they did take our Manju, so interesting choice. They went ahead and Metamorphosis their Magician of Faith, which was a smart choice, admittedly. They grabbed our Relinquished. So, I don't think this person read Relinquish, or not Relinquish, but Thousand Eyes Restrict. We got Pot of Greed. Love seeing that in Master Duel, setting them Mystic Tomato, so that we can get that kind of Chaos Sword in the field, because Chaos Sword is the kind of win con right now for us. Yeah, they don't really have much. So Thousand Eyes Restrict is 0 right now. They are fusing in for a Meteor B Dragon, immediately, or Meteor Black Dragon, immediately a big beefy boy. And I don't think they read Restrict because they tried battling and then realized real quickly you cannot battle with Restrict on the field. Only Restrict can battle. So I went ahead and tossed the Thunder Dragon, grabbing it, giving us both a light and dark within our graveyard. Go ahead and doing that. Chaos Orc on the field. Chaos Orc lets us banish. I went ahead and targeted Meteor because if I targeted Restrict, they'd kill us. So yeah. And then we go ahead and we have another killer. We get some killer top decks in this format, admittedly. So activating Noble Crossout, getting rid of their Magician of Faith, getting rid of both of their other copies, actually. Chaos Orc banishing that. I went ahead and flipped up Mystic Tomato, making another one. Smacking in, destroying both, allowing me to summon, yet again, another Mystic Tomato, and then just kind of going in for some damage. So Chaos Orc can attack the turn that it uses its banishing effect, so obviously they get another free turn. And then they summon, smack in, and then sadly, on the following turn, we give them a kind of a mercy kill, I guess. They didn't surrender, which I give them credit for. Most people would just kind of surrender at this point because they have no cards in hand and no cards on field. So yeah, GG to everyone involved. If any of the duelists I fought here of the 3 see this, we had one. I hope you liked the games. I had fun playing. I hope this turns into a full-fledged event at some point because I think that would be kind of fun. It's such an interesting format. But yeah, what are your thoughts on the event? What deck were you running? How'd your matchups go? And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye for now.